So making the grade is an exploration of the Irish piano grading system. You start at grade 1, you go all the way through to grade 8. And unless you're going to become a professional musician, that's your plateau in a way. So I thought, this is kind of an interesting narrative structure. We have a beginning, middle, and end. Starting out in a project, you always have an idea of where it's going to land and have a conclusion. I don't want to make films where I get lucky or unlucky. I want to make films that I make my own luck. As the story unfolds, we get a sense of the relationships that these children and adults have with their teachers and what music means to them. My films aren't point and shoot, they're not observational, they're very constructed. I never move the camera. I always have locked all frames. It's part of my style, it's the thing I do. It's a window of opportunity. I see these frames as, you want the character to just be themselves. You don't want to impose too much. I never stop and start. And, I just let things unfold. Where I think if I'm running around with a camera, there's always this sense that there's a camera present. It unfolds much more naturally in a way. My films tend to be low budget, so I have to make compromises. Previously, I've always had a cinematographer, and I couldn't afford an editor. This time out, I decided to shoot this film myself and get an editor. Now, having an editor, I was able to go into the room fresh every day and feel like something to bring in. I don't think I'll ever do another project where I don't have an editor. One day, I hope to be able to afford a cinematographer and an editor. That's the ideal world. This is an Irish creative scheme. What we call it's a government agency, and they fund artistic endeavours. And one of the criteria was that it was focused on part of the arts world. Now, I'm not a very arty person, and I wanted to do this project, but I didn't want to make a very highbrow sort of piece of work. I wanted to explore the everyman and the everyman's journey through learning an instrument. They're never going to be the next Beethoven or whatever. It's equally tough for the teacher because they have to adjust every half hour to a different level of student who has different issues and problems that they walk in with. But they are not just walking in with their musical issues that day. They're walking in with the baggage that they've just come from a busy day at school or a complicated meeting at work. There's a bit of therapy involved, a cathartic moment between them, a musical instrument, their teacher, and their process. I think that really helped that I didn't play piano.